Hot Springs Village, Inside Out, the radio edition from another week from the beautiful shores of Lake DeSoto in beautiful Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. A very, very sleep-deprived and what's that word, honey? Jet lagged. Yeah, Dennis. Since we last spoke, Diane and I have traveled about 10,000 miles on a plane and about 2,500 miles in a boat. I'm going to tell you more about that later, but we're going to tell you also the important factor about that is that it's important to have a great mate to travel with. And we're going to have, believe it or not, Dennis Simpson's marital tips, which to an ex-wife might sound funny. But anyway, more of that right after this from Mr. Louis Armstrong. Now remember, this guy lived in some pretty uncomfortable positions and times. I mean, he couldn't go to restaurants. He couldn't do a lot of things. But still, what a wonderful life, no matter what your situation is. Here on KBRE, Hot Springs Village, Inside Out.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The Great Satchmo, as they called him. Yes, yes. What a wonderful world, isn't it? I mean, really, doesn't matter what part of it you're at. I've seen a lot of parts of it in the last couple of weeks, and I'm going to tell you about that in just a minute. I forgot to mention that we picked up COVID about 3 days before we were supposed to fly back. And seems to be a trend, the Dennis and Diana vacation extension program. Not exactly what we had in mind. I don't recommend it. I hear tell while we were gone, you people had, 14 inches of rain. I guarantee you in parts of Spain, they would love to have 14 inches of rain. It's been a challenge for them over there. So anyway, more of that, but we have another great song inspired by Mr. Randy Cantrell. Randy's been pulling the load while I've been gone for a couple of days, but the long and the short of it is he came up with this song by Van Morrison. Now, Van Morrison is the guy, that always done Brown Eyed Girl. Brown Eyed Girl. Yeah. Well, you've heard that 10 billion times. You haven't heard this one because this was from a rather obscure movie, but it's a really, really fun song. Let's keep it on the bright side of the road.
sometimes we don't know why. And time seems to go by so fast. In the twinkling of an eye. Let's enjoy it while we can.
Let's enjoy it while we can.
Help me share my load.
Help me share my love.
From the dark and low the street to the bright side of the road. Cricket!
All right, I don't know what you think about Mr. Van Morrison, but I'll tell you, that's a toe-tapping song, ain't it? Yeah, that's a fun song. On the Bright Side of the Road by Van Morrison, the guy who wrote you Brown Eyed Girls. I tell you, Brown Eyed Girl, singular, yeah. I tell you what we're going to do next. We're going to go into the 80s with the Go-Go's. Now, if you remember the Go-Go's, cute little girl band, and Belinda Carlisle was the lead singer, and she said that she was the lead singer, and I quote, because I didn't know how to play any instruments. So it was an all-girl band, and they had a lot of success. Frankly, during the time that you knew about them, they had a lot of drug problems, to be very frank about it. It was a really, really rocky road. Belinda got her life straight, got a nutritionist, got spiritually straight, in her words, and actually cut another couple of albums, and they were really good. She actually had a voice trainer, and she did a great job for that. But now, from the album Vacation, the song Vacation by the Go-Go's.
Now that I'm away, I wish I'd stayed
In the words of Mr. Rick Steves, who the famous travel guide author, he makes a great point. Travel changes you. I remember as a kid coming to Hot Springs, I could not wait. We lived in Southwest Little Rock, and I couldn't wait to take the simple and small drive about an hour to get to Lake Catherine, to get to Lake Ouachita, any of the incredible, and or Lake Sylvia actually, any of the incredible and magical lake water properties in just an hour from Southwest Little Rock or from Little Rock. And it was just magical. This time of year, summer, people, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's 90 degrees today, but I got news for you. It's still stinking gorgeous. Trust me, it beats the options. Last week in Spain, it barely got to 75 on the beautiful shores of the Mediterranean, and they would have liked for it to be a little warmer too, I promise. Anyway, I want to tell you about Dennis Ray's marital counseling. That's right, Dennis's 4 or 5 steps of how to have a great relationship. Number one, it's simple. Don't stack bricks. You say, what are you talking about, Dennis? Stack bricks. Who stacks bricks? Everybody stacks bricks. Everybody stacks bricks. Well, what does that term mean? Stacking a brick is when you say something to me and it offends me or something, or I'm a little agitated, but I don't tell you. I just put a little brick up at our feet. And so between you and I, there's a brick, and I put a brick down. And I'm not mad per se, but that's one. I'm keeping score. By the way, Dennis's point number 2, never keep score. I'll come back to that in a minute. But it's not a matter of time until you put up a brick and I put up a brick, and you put up a brick and I put up a brick, you put up a brick and I put up a brick, and as if we're standing and looking at each other, we don't see each other anymore. And we end up talking at each other through a brick wall as opposed to talking with each other. You say, Dennis, this is marital relations. No, this is anybody. This is business relationships. This is anything. There are times when you need to sit down, look somebody in the face, throw all the bricks away and go, okay, let's have a talk. Let's have a talk. How does this work? And I promise you that alone, and the next step is going to be huge. Diana, she has it on me over this one. How many of you out there under the sound of my voice, just listen closely, how many of you hold a grudge? Boy, it got quiet, didn't it? It's like I'm the only one talking. That's incredible. How many of you hold a grudge? Now, some of you know, hey, I'm a guy that holds a grudge. Other people go, well, I don't know. Well, if you don't know, I got news for you. Yeah, you're not the problem. Because most people that know they hold a grudge know they hold a grudge, if you get my drift. But you got to let that go. Once again, you're just stacking bricks between you and your personal friend, your mate, your partner, your business relationship. You're just stacking bricks, and it's not long until you can't see each other. And what happens is, you've heard the term for divorce. I hate that. I have friends that are contemplating or going through divorce right now, and this is kind of for y'all. Divorce is never a solution. It's never a solution, except when it is the solution. It's a horrible, horrible thing. Even when both parties want it, it's still a horrible, horrible thing. And all that to say, divorce has happened, and we say this same thing nearly every time. It's like we've cued, like it's rehearsed. It's like it's in our brain. We say, we just grew. I didn't even have to finish that word, did I? I didn't even have to tell you the sentence. We just grew apart. Yep, we grew apart. Well, see, growing apart is what happens when you don't grow together. Growing apart is what happens when you put down that brick and you put another brick and you put another brick and another brick. You're not growing together. You're growing apart. And my friends, I promise you, if you've not been on an 11-day cruise where you've traveled 10,000 miles in an airplane and you're both absolutely exhausted and you feel like dirt, and then you find out that you both have COVID and you have little rashes because it's clear how bad you have it, and you have headaches from hell, and you have a raging fever that you just are shaking at night. That, my friends, is when you know who your real friends are and your real mates are. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. You see, what you need to do is you need to be prepared and ready to have that relationship strengthened and built. Diane and I exercised, we ate well, we got in shape, we made sure we rested before we flew. As you get older, jet lag is just brutal. That's all there is to it. We knew there would be a jet lag moment, and we knew we wanted to work around it, so we prepared for it. Nobody said anything about sickness. Nobody said anything about, anyway, a lot of complications that we had. All that to say, make sure that you're investing today in your relationship, and it's going to be there when you need it, because you don't know when you're going to need it. You never know when you're going to need it. Give you one last piece of advice. Okay, 2. I'll make it 2 for the price of 1, because, who's paying, right? Each relationship has a fox and a turtle. What, Dennis? Yeah, each relationship has a fox and a turtle. Okay, tell me about that. Well, you see, there's a fox who says, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get up here. Get in my face. We're going to talk about it. I'm ready to talk about it. Come over here. We're going to talk about it. Let's get over here. Let's get into this. I said a fox, right? And on the other side, what did I say? Oh, a turtle. Do I need to finish this part of the story? Because you know what happens. The turtle goes, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just talk about it later. Can we talk about it later? We don't have to talk about it right now. Can we? We really don't ever have to talk about it. It's okay. We'll just, yeah. So here's the problem with the turtle and the fox. The turtle is never going to reach out of his box, of his little shell, if he thinks that the fox is going to attack him. I'm going to get you by the neck and I'm going to... So the turtle just stays in his little defensive position, or her little defensive position. No offense, men or ladies. And the fox gets very frustrated because nobody wants to talk about it. On the other side of that, there's the fox who says, let's talk about it now, let's talk about it now. And isn't too impatient to let the turtle come slowly out of the shell and have a little discussion where we can have a progression. We can actually make progress. You say, well, Dennis, how do we fix that? Well, forgiveness, the one we talked about with the bricks, that's kind of easier. This one, this one's a little harder. You see, because with that one, the fox has to just sit back and shut up and quit trying to kill the turtle. And the turtle goes, we're in a relationship. Why are you trying to kill me? And the fox goes, I'm not trying to kill you. I just need to talk about this now. Let me know if any of this sounds familiar, or if I'm just making this up out of my butt. Yeah. So, on the other hand, the turtle says, well, I'll just wait him out. Well, I just don't have to, or her, I'll just wait Mr. Fox out till we're done. Mr. Turtle has to say, I'm going to reach out of here, but you can't attack me. And Mr. Fox has to say, okay. You can come out real slow and I'm not going to attack you, but we need to talk about it. So you got to find that balance in between. You say, Dennis, why are we talking about turtles and foxes? I guarantee you, to those of you that are in a relationship like this, or in any relationship, a business, any kind, everybody has different aspects like that. You say, well, you're talking about extrovert versus introvert. No, absolutely not. There's a lot of extroverts who are turtles when it comes to relationship issues. There's a lot of introverts who are foxes when it comes to talking about personality issues or talking about personality conflicts. One last thing I'll leave you with today, and then we're going to come back in a minute and summarize some details of a fantastic vacation. I don't mean to make it sound like a trip from hell, as Randy's going to wanted to make it sound like. But anyway, all that to say, I will tell you, there are 2 more differences between men and women. And this is not, before I've just talked about personality types and personality variances. Okay, that's just what it is. Personalities vary. That's the reality of life. This that I'm going to tell you now is just definitely men and women. And I think it's testosterone versus estrogen. That's me. I will hear a man say, yeah, he's a SOB, but I do work with him and he's a good enough guy. He's a good businessman. And I hear a wife say, how on earth can you work with him? He is such a jerk. Oh my God, he left his wife. He fill in the blank about what terrible things he did or whatever. Women are spaghetti. Men are waffles. Men can take a relationship with a man or another woman or whatever, and they can compartmentalize it. Okay? In that little compartment of the waffle. Okay? Well, over here is the love and attention waffle. Okay. And over here is the business part of the waffle. And over here is the moral and ethics part of the waffle. And over here is women don't buy any of that, in case you don't know this, guys. Yeah. But women, it's all spaghetti. One piece touches another piece, touches another piece, touches another piece. He's a son of a gun. How could you possibly work with him? Look, I'm not saying there's a right or a wrong. I'm the one to predict who's right or wrong. I'm just telling you, that's how men and women see each other. That's how we see other relationships. Men see relationships as waffles in their own little compartmented cell, and women see them as spaghetti where they all run together and string together. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that helps. I really do hope that helps. I've wanted to work on that for a few weeks now. See what happens when I go on vacation. I've got lots of talking to do. How about that? Well, now next, Mr. Lindsey Buckingham. Does that name sound familiar? Lindsey Buckingham. Oh, yeah. Fleetwood Mac. Yeah. Ex-husband, wife, lover of Stevie Nicks, and all that train wreck that it was for the Rumors album. Yeah, pretty interesting there. Anyway, wrote a great song for the movie National Lampoon's Vacation. You know it, people. Come on, sing along. Holiday Road.
West Coast kid, holiday road, holiday road, holiday road, holiday road.
Business owner, do you have a 10-year-old phone system? Well, let us tell you about Total Telco, the local Hot Springs Village telephone provider. Hate working with a multinational corporation that really doesn't care if you use them or not, who have one plan and it's designed to wrestle as much money out of your pocket as possible for as long as possible? Total Telco has great news. We offer free new phones. You heard that right. New color, HD quality, caller ID, voicemail, call forwarding, conferencing phones that sound great, 99.9% uptime that'll make you sound great to your clients for free. With a savings that you'll receive from signing up with Total Telco today, you can pay for completely new phones that'll make your life so much easier. Total Telco uses state-of-the-art cloud-based systems to make sure you never miss a call, even if your power is out. Our state-of-the-art cloud-based system will record your message and send you an email message of that missed call with the power out. Great prices, amazing quality, superior service. Total Telco of Arkansas. Reach us at 501-350-0227. Let us show you why the Beehive, Christ of the Hills Church, Woodlands Presbyterian, Granada Mexican Grill, Village Chiropractic, and over 300 locations are Total Telco customers. Again, call us today. It's Total Telco of Arkansas, 501-350-0227. Again, it's 501-350-0227. We are Total Telco of Arkansas.
Yes, sir, EVD, Walking on Sunshine. That would be us in Spain this last week. Diane and I took a trip. We flew from Little Rock to Barcelona, and we stopped in a place called Sitges, S-I-T-G-E-S. Those of you that are travel fiends, S-I-T-G-E-S, Barcelona. You may have heard me mention it before, and I'll tell you the magic of Sitges is that people say, Dennis, what's this place like? Why is it so special? I said, imagine if you took Destin, okay, some of the best sand beaches in the world, actually quartz beaches in the northwest panhandle of Florida, and you put cobblestone streets for within, say, a mile and a half of the beach, and then you put castles on those cobblestone beaches. Yeah, that is Sitges. It is unbelievable. 17 beaches. In a probably a 5-mile stretch or whatever, nestled along the coast. It is drop dead gorgeous. It's rather inexpensive for Spain. It's quite inexpensive, actually, and about 30 minutes outside of Barcelona. But we did that, took a cab back in and caught our cruise ship. We did the NCL Escape, and the NCL Escape took us from Barcelona directly to Cannes, France. Now, the week before, they were having the Cannes Film Festival, and that's Cannes. And it was nice. They had a casino. They had a big castle up on top of the tower. They had a lot of, French baking. It's France, right? It's France. And when you get off the ship, they click, they pass your passport for France. From there, we went under Monaco, which that's okay because I didn't know that my pocketbook could have taken that. But from between Cannes and Monaco is probably about an hour. And in case you don't know, Monaco is the world's smallest principality. It's basically a royal duchy, as it were, and probably about 800 acres. It's about a square mile. It's not that big, but it's one of the richest places on earth. And you'll see, for a lot of reasons, you'll see why it's one of the richest places on earth. Pretty phenomenal place. Anyway, from there, we went over to Florence. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Yeah, we went to Florence. Well, we really didn't go to Florence. We went to the port beside Florence, which happened to be about an hour and a half into Florence. So in a rarity, I mean a very, very rare instance, the cruise ship had already agreed that they were going to stay overnight. Now, it cost these people tens of thousands of dollars an hour to park one of these big beasts with, I think we have 4,700 passengers and 1,400 staff, so around $6,000 people plus or minus. But to park one of these things is tens of thousands of dollars an hour. For them to say that, hey, we're going to park in at 6:45 in the morning, we're going to let you explore all day, all night. You don't even have to get back on the ship. And then, tomorrow night you have to be back here by, I think it was 10:30 or something like that. Well, Diane and I took that opportunity to book a room in Florence, which was, one of the best things of our life. That was pretty amazing. And we decided we were going to do what we had always wanted to do, and that is we took the train. We didn't take a bus. We didn't get a tram. We didn't just take a taxi, which would have been $200 or whatever. We literally just said, we're going to ride the public metro system like everybody else, and we're going to see how the Italians do this. Frankly, quite easy. I think our trip was 12 euros a piece, about $24 total, about $28 by the time you convert it. All that to say, incredibly inexpensive for what you get. Stayed at a really nice hotel there, had to try and negotiate that. Yeah, look, and you heard me give marital advice earlier here. Bearing it all here, people. The bottom line is that Diane and I fight? Not really. But we'll disagree and go, hey, and we'll just stop. Okay, just quit talking. Okay, let's work this out. Let's go a different direction because we're both problem solvers. That's she's a CPA. I'm an IT tech. We're going to figure something out. We're problem solvers, and getting frustrated with each other doesn't do any good. But finding a hotel in a hot, sunny place you've never been before, and you walk the block twice, and you're dragging your bags over all the worldly belongings you have with you at the time, it can get frustrating. But anyway. And she was always a delight. I mean, always a delight. But that said, the next day we came down to Ciccivanica, which is another port near Rome. And from there we went to the Colosseum, took a tour of the Colosseum, went to the Trevi Fountains, threw a coin in the fountain. They have a thing they call shoulder season and a thing they call prime season. And this was probably prime season right at the beginning. They have an off season and then they have a season. Well, in between, they have a thing they call shoulder season, which is like early spring, late spring. It's not so busy, but it's still kind of busy. I'll send pictures. You cannot believe how crowded it was for a early summer, late shoulder season. People everywhere. And it kind of lost its luster for me a little. But coming up, Diana had promised me we were going to Naples. Okay, we get off the boat in Naples, and people, we go to see Pompeii. Pompeii is a city covered in ash over 2,000 years ago by a volcano in 72 or 79 AD. And the people were going about their lives in remarkably nice homes. I figured they lived in huts and tents, and no, they had mosaics over everything. Unbelievable. And we said, okay, well, how long do we need? We asked our tour guide, how long do we need? Oh, you need 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, we got there and realized we were coming back for the 3-day package soon. It really is amazing. But that is Pompeii. You come basically southeast. You come down into the south of Naples, which is a beautiful port. But you come down from that, and right below that is the world-renowned Amalfi Coast. Now, we didn't get a chance to go down there. It's not Sicily. It's another word that starts with S that she's going to tell me about later. Anyway, but all that said, we wanted to go further south. We just had one day. That's the curse of the cruise. If you want to stay a little longer, Tough Rocco's, it's a buffet. You got to get back on the boat, So we were just blown away with Pompeii, as you would be too. It's just remarkable to think how they lived 2,000 years ago, and to be able to see them literally still excavating it and finding plaster on the wall where it looks like they were, and I'm not exaggerating, eating pizza 2,000 years ago. They have a big round piece of bread, and they've got red tomato sauce on top of it and pieces of meat in it. I don't know if it's a pizza, but it sure looked a whole lot like it to me. And like I say, they're still excavating this. But for what it's worth, from roughly probably 50 AD to 25 AD, people just left it like it was just a wasteland, which it was. And then they started coming back in and pulling marble out of it and pulling, basically just scavenging. Well, in the middle 1800s, they realized that this place was a remarkable archaeological site. And so they discovered archaeology, they named it, and decided they would bring it up and recover it and go and find and try and document how they did it. It was actually the beginning of archaeology as we know it today, and the world is richer for it. Anyway, hop back on a boat, went from there to Sardinia, which is the island of Sardinia, about the size of Oklahoma. Huge island, about 2.1 million people, where sardines are from. That's what their famous giveaway is. But what an amazing coastline. Just gorgeous. Caught a cab, went to the coast, we were sitting down just on the beach, just wasting a little time, and they came out with one of these Hobie Cats, the little sailboats. Before we knew it, there were like 25 Hobie Cats. I'd never seen that many in my life all at once. And it was a Saturday, and it was the Hobie Cat convention. So here they go, Anyway, the next morning we get up and go to Palma de Mallorca. And we are now 2 for 2, completely 2 for 2, of getting off the ship, hiking over 58 stair flights, 580 feet up, getting to a castle on top of the hill, within 5 minutes of it closing. I'm not exaggerating, people. Happened twice. That's the second time it's happened. Beautiful place, beautiful castle. We don't hold it against them. It was a Sunday, and they did close early. They just didn't publicize that. So we had a great time at Palma de Mallorca. Also, that's a 10-star recommendation. That's over the top. Went from there to Ibiza, Spain. So we're back from Italy into Spain now, which is an island about 91 miles off the west coast of Spain, and it is remarkable. I mean, once again, it's everything you think it is, but it's a party city on the weekends. It's where the Barcelonians and the Spanish people will hop on a boat, drive 90 miles or ride a couple of hours, basically out to the island of Ibiza, and it's an EDM. You know what that is, people. You listen to this show, you got to know what EDM is, right? Electronic dance music. Yeah, so it's a big party city that way. But all of that made me remember, And then we got back to Barcelona and found out we had COVID. But other than that, it was a great trip. But all that made me remember what's really important in my life to me. And that is this beautiful, wonderful, sweet travel mate that I have that goes through hell with me and smiles and says, let's go. Let's get this through. Yeah, this song's for her.
Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. I could never see what fate had planned for me, and then you came and made my dream this man's reality. Maybe you can't see all the things you've meant to me, but my simple fate is at the gate, and girl, you've got the key. Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. It seems like yesterday you and I first loved this way, but now I know how love can grow with each and every day. As we lay at midnight's hour and feel love's hidden power, so strong and bold as life unfolds, mystery to me. Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. You and me for eternity, in love we'll always be, young and free and naturally, the way it's gotta be. Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again. Baby, baby, falling in love. I'm falling in love again.
D&D Village Properties offers only lakefront homes in beautiful Hot Springs Village. Just looking for a couple's getaway or a whole family with lots of room and fun for the kids? All D&D Village property units are located on Lake DeSoto and come with hot tub, kayaks, lakefront view, access, and they're all pet friendly. Starting at $100 a night, D&D Village Properties can offer exceptional sunsets along the lake with breathtaking scenery, amazingly dark skies, and truly peaceful silence to completely relax you and your family. Our motto at D&D Village Properties is we love seeing families make great memories. Come join us and see why. With over 1,650 five-star reviews, you'll see why we have so many great guests return year after year. Visit ddvillageprop.com for booking information and any questions you may have. Again, that's ddvillageprop.com. We are D&D Village Properties.
Buffett's on Broadway, I'm at the beach. He's wearing Johnston Murphys, I'm in my bare feet. He's rolling in the dough while I roll in the sand, picking my six string in a funky little band. I'm living a life Jimmy Buffett only wrote about. While he counts the money, I'll go ahead and live his Jimmy Buffett wrote about. He's flying his airplane, I'm driving my van, living with a waitress and working on my tan. He's up with the big dogs, making a deal. I'm down here in the real Margaritaville, just living the life Jimmy Buffett only wrote about. While he counts the money, I'll go ahead and live his life out. He'll have to live vicariously through a beer-drinking ordinary guy like me. I'm living the life Jimmy Buffett wrote about. He's in the boardroom while I'm in a bar room. He's dealing with stress. I'll be feeling better soon, real damn soon, 'cause I'm living the life Jimmy Buffett only wrote about. While he counts the money, I'll go ahead and live his life out. He'll have to live vicariously through a beer-drinking ordinary guy like me. I'm living the life Jimmy only wrote about. That's true, so true. I'm living the life Jimmy Buffett wrote about. Yeah, we miss you down here on the coast, Jimmy. Wasting away down here without you, Jimmy. Come on.
In the words of Mr. Brent Burns, yeah, I'm living the life Jimmy Buffett only wrote about. Yeah, we're struggling for you, Jimmy, down here. Yeah, we're taking it on the chin, buddy. Yeah, I tell you what, Mr. Brent Burns, met him through the Lifelong Learning Institute, has some great songs. I've played Dead People's Clothes about him working at an estate sale, or a thrift shop, I should say. Vacation Probation, I love that song. Yeah, I've got a beach in my backyard. Nearly played that one today. But anyway, Mr. Brent Burns, we appreciate him helping us today. Dennis Simpson here, Hot Springs Village Inn, sign out from the beautiful shores of Lake DeSoto. It is 48 past the hour on a beautiful Sunday morning. Remember, Pastor Chris is coming up here in just a minute. Now, today it's going to be 90 with a 29% chance of showers later tonight. Tomorrow, an only high of 80, but it'll be 66, so about a 45% chance of rain Monday. So batten down the hatches, people, because we've only had about 14 inches in the last few days, right? Yeah. Hey, listen, I've missed you people while we've been gone. I've wanted to say hi. We appreciate all the feedback we get. It's been a delight. And I think it's time for more great music. Here we go. This one fits my vacation mode. You'll understand me, guys.
Tickety talking about skinny beer. Well, I was walking through Walmart the other day when I heard a voice beside me say, "Congratulations." And I said, "For what?" She said, "I'm sorry, sir. I thought you was a girl on account of all them pretty curls, and I could have swore you had a baby inside of that gut." I knew that I had to do something. Looked like I was smuggling a pumpkin. Skinny beer, damn old skinny beer. Good for your waist, but it sure don't have no taste. Skinny beer, damn old skinny beer. You can count them calories, but you can count the number of times you pee. When about this spare tire I got that seems to be gaining air? He said, diet and exercise. And I said, what else you got? He said, surgery will cost you a pretty penny and drugs will make you crazy. But if you really want to be skinny, my advice is just lay off the Shiner box. I sure hate to give up my porters and my stouts, but when the alternative is eating kale and working out, I'll take my skinny beer, damn old skinny beer. It's really easy to chug, that's why the ladies love that skinny beer, damn old skinny beer. You can drink them by the dozen, but it takes a case just to get you buzzing when you're drinking skinny beer. Detective Hoggett.
Well, let me tell you a little something about skinny beer. Getting drunker than a sailor when the coast is clear. California IA loves their gin and juice, but to drop a few pounds, you gotta cut it loose. I drank 20 beers at dinner last night. Them 8-ounce cans had me feeling alright. I got a Michelob High, but my wife is nagging. My waistline slimming, but my pants are sagging. I used to kick back with the PBR, but the alcohol level got me feeling bizarre. Nowadays, nothing but the skinny would do. Watch me cut a little rug and a calorie or two.
Well, you know what they say about guys with small hands.
Yeah, but they don't look so small when they're holding tiny cans of that skinny beer. Damn low skinny beer. If you drink it around your butt, you gotta peel off the label or cover it up. Skinny beer, damn low skinny beer. If you choose to lose it, you can use it. All you gotta do is find a small enough koozie when you're drinking skinny beer. Damn low skinny beer. I'm talking about skinny beer. Damn low skinny beer. Also known as chick beer or girly beer. Oh yeah, or I'm about to lose some weight beer.
Or it's the only kind of beer my wife will let me drink beer.
Or get you beat up in a honky tonk for drinking it in front of other dudes' beer.
Hey, if Fly Wilson drinks it, it's good enough for me.
It's the SKINNYEER skinny beer.
I'm talking about skinny beer.
I'm tickety talking about skinny beer.
Oh, skinny beer.
Well, a friend of mine named Donnie Brewer sent me this song, and he told me it was the perfect skinny beer song. And I wrote him back a letter and told him it wasn't the perfect skinny beer song, because it didn't say a thing at all about your mama drinking skinny beer, or prisons full of skinny beer, or trains that haul skinny beer, or getting drunk on skinny beer.
Yes, sir. Skinny beer, that danged old skinny beer, to hear Mr. Donnie Brewer talk about it. Donnie, a buddy of mine from the coast who does a lot of trop rock, been the trop rock guy 3 years out of the last 5, I think. He is, when we say trop rock, that is tropical rock. Think of Jimmy Buffett, stuff like that. Great guy. Want to get him here in the village soon. Anyway, he wrote that song and it has so many great lines. I want to just recap a little about skinny beer. I knew I had to do something. I looked like I was smuggling a pumpkin. Now see, that's when you know you may have a thick beer or a real beer problem, So I asked my doctor about this spare tire that seemed to be gaining air. He said, diet and exercise. And I said, what else you got, Doc? I love that line. Well, what else you got? Talk about diet and exercise joke for a minute. The trips that Diane and I have talked about, you're saying, hey, that sounds fun. We'd like to do that. By the way, those cruises are about $1,800 per person. Airfare is about $1,800 a person. So for under $4,000, you can literally tour the world, people. It's a pretty good deal at this time. I do not suggest going in May, but that's just me, or June, actually. It gets kind of busy. You know what time it is, people? It is 55 past the hour. Reverend Chris coming up here in just a minute. But it's time for what Mr. Les Brown has to say. It's time. That's right. It's time for a story from Mr. Les Brown. Les Brown and his brother, his twin brother, were born to a drug-addicted prostitute on the floor in a warehouse in South Miami. He did not exactly start life with a silver spoon in his mouth. He was able to become a state senator a disc jockey, a TV personality. He's had talk shows. He is a motivational speaker beyond anything you have seen in your life. If you have ever heard me say you have greatness within you, that is echoing the words of Mr. Les Brown, who frankly has something good for us all every week. Let me read to you this week what his words are. The worst is over. You have gone through a lot, and you're still here. Despite how you may feel at this time, this experience will not break you. Whatever happened to you does not own you or determine your future. It is an experience that you must go through and not allow it to shut down your life. No question. This is easier said than done. But you have the power in you to put this experience in your past. Do not allow it to overwhelm your presence or dictate how you will show up in the world. Pause for a moment if you need to and get your head right and resolve how to handle this. You know life is like a roller coaster. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Expect things to be better, and they will. Do you know who you are? Do you really know who you are? You are more powerful than you give yourself credit for being. In time, you will overcome this and become more resilient than you have ever been before. Look at the road ahead and know that tomorrow will be better than today. Pull yourself together and take time to heal. Where your life goes from here is your call. Believe in yourself. You have something special. You have greatness within you, and you have one more day. Thanks for listening to KVRE and Hot Springs Village Inside Out, and we do wish you a wonderful weekend and one more day with those that you love.
Last night I had a crazy dream. Wish was granted just for me. It could be for anything. I didn't ask for money or a mansion in Malibu. I simply wished for one more day with you. One more day. One more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. First thing I do is pray for time to crawl. I'd unplug the telephone, keep the TV off. I'd hold you every second, say a million I love yous. That's what I do with one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, maybe I'd be sad.